We're still working with percentages and ratios and proportions, but today you're going to learn how to find the percentage of an increase or decrease in something. All right? Now, I'm going to show you something special. We've got the difference between the old and new price over the original. We'll usually say old minus new. But for our cases, I want you to take a look. Sometimes you're going to do old price minus new. Sometimes you're going to do new price minus old. We're looking for the difference. You're not going to have a negative number because we're telling you if it's a decrease or an increase. So, if you get a negative in the numerator, and you're going to love this one, just make it positive. Because it's almost like saying the absolute value difference, all right? Because we want the amount, like the distance. So let's jump into this and let's set it up. Percent over 100 does not change, so I'm just going to do that. We'll do x over 100 because we don't know what the percentage is. So now, hope I've got myself enough room. Let's do the difference, which is 140 minus 77 over the original price. Yesterday it was 140, so that's the original price. You're going to have to really be careful with the words, all right? If you don't read the words carefully, you're going to miss some key clues. So, 140 minus 77. So now we go to my arrow, 63 over 140 equals x over 100. Now we're just going to do the math. We're going to cross multiply. Okay, so you have 140x equals 6,300. Divide both sides by 140. Oops. My calculator set up. Sometimes my fingers just do not use my calculator right. And I get x equals 45. It is a 45% decrease. Okay? Now, I did old minus new because this is the old price and this is the new price. But I also knew it was a decrease. I knew the price would be going down. I could have set it, well, I should not have set it up as 77 minus 140, but I could have and still done the absolute value. Let's do another one. The price of an item yesterday was $140. Today, the price rose to $217. Let me show you what I mean. Yesterday was 140. Today is 117. What's the original price? 140 equals x over 100. Now we know this is going to be an increase. We know it's going to be an increase, but let's do some math. 140 minus 217 is negative 77. That's kind of weird. So do what I said earlier. Take the absolute value. The price difference in this case is just 77 over 140 equals x over 100. 140x equals 700. I cross multiplied. I simply didn't highlight it this time. Divide both sides by 140. And x equals, I'll tell you in a minute, 50 5. This is a 55% increase. I don't want to confuse you with the absolute value bars, but I want you to understand that the difference in this case will always be positive, okay? This ended up being, this still was old, and this is new. It still was old minus new. But then it ended up being negative, and the difference is simply always going to be positive. We want the difference between the old price and the new price. All right, let's go to the next page. Now, page 2 is just practice. This is the only concept taught on day 3. Page 2 is strictly practice. So I'm going to set up some problems. I want you to stop. I want you to do the work. And then, when I'm done with all the problems, then I'll tell you where you can find the answers. Okay? But I want you to stop and set up the problems. I'm going to underline special parts. So, yesterday was 105. That's the old price. Today the price fell to 63. This is the new price. And it says it's a decrease. So 105 minus 63 over 105 equals x over 100. Okay? So we have 42 over 105 equals x over 100. Cross multiply, 105x equals 4200. 100 divided by x equals 40. It was a 40% decrease. The price went down 40%. All right, let's do another one. Price of an item risen to 184 today. This is the new price. Yesterday it was 115. That was the original price, the old price. Find the percentage increase. So I'm going to do old minus new. 115 minus 184 over the old price, which is $115, equals x over 100. 115 minus 184. So I have negative 69 over 115. But remember what I told you? It's always going to be a positive. For our purposes, it will be a positive value. So let's make it 69 over 115. If we were doing these problems and we did not say find the percentage increase or decrease, we just said find the change, then you would know, ooh, negative number means the price went up. But we're not even going to deal with that, okay? X over 100. So 69 over 15 equals x over 100. 115x equals 6900. Alrighty. Divide both sides by 115. And I'll go over here. X equals 60. 60% increase. So remember, you can use difference over original equals x over 100. I'm going to do the third one just a teeny bit differently, just a little bit, and I'm going to show you why. Yesterday the price was 180. Today the price fell to 117. So I'm going to do, actually I don't have to do it, old minus new over the original price. So you have 63 over 180 equals x over 100. 6,300 equals 180x. Divide by 180. X 35 equals x. So 35% decrease. Okay, let's take a look at something. I want you to go back and look at my 3 problems. Okay, I want you to see the first 3 problems I've done. If you've noticed, in problem number 1, I cross-multiplied and put this on the left side of the equation. In number 2, I cross-multiplied and put this on the left side of the equation. But on number 3, I cross-multiplied and put, where am I? This on the left side, just because, no particular reason. It doesn't matter. I think I told you that on day 1. As long as you are consistent, realizing that you are putting one cross-multiplied result on one side of the equal sign and one cross-multiplied result on the other. You're still going to get it right. But I will try to be more consistent. Alrighty. Price of an item has dropped to $39 today. Whoops. $39 today. Yesterday it was $130. That's a nice drop, and I want to go shop at that store. 130 minus 39 over 130, because $130 was the original price. X over 100. 130 minus 39. 91 over 130 equals x over 100. Cross multiply. 130x equals 9100. Divide by 130. And you get 70. X equals 70. The percentage decrease was 70%. Like I said, I want to go shop there. Yes, this is here we go. I knew there was one I was doing differently. Okay. Now let's look at this one. $207 is today's price. Yesterday was $180. I want to avoid the negative number this time. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do 207 minus 180. But what was the original price? The original price was $180. Pay close attention. Just pay attention to the details. Should be 27 over 180 equals x over 100. Cross multiply. 180x equals 2700. Divide both sides by 180. And you get x equals 15. That is a 15% increase. And on the next page of notes, you can check your answers, okay? If you've got any questions, make sure you bring them to class, you email them to me, you come in during office hours, or you schedule an appointment with me through Google Classroom. All right, folks.